rocking it.
I might, but it's your show.
I should call your pill.
You make my inches grow.
Now baby, lay down, let me taste it. Your body's so splendid, amazing. Never thought, oh, let me take it. Now baby, climb up and go crazy. Turning it up and you're making. The daddy dog is banging. I don't think that the neighbors can take it.
But they don't know my name.
You never have to ask me no questions. You never have to ask me no questions. And when your body starts to say you're ready, it's not to say it. Oh yeah. Cause you know that I'll give it to you real deep and strong. Give it to you real deep. And you know that I love it when you take control. Love it when you take control. Yeah. You never have to ask me no more questions. We've been going so long.
I like to get in low.
For a plan for a minute, girl.
And I don't know what's the scope.
You say you can't tired, girl.
I think you can go some more.
Cause man, I'll be drilling it while you feeling it. Come ride the rodeo. Now stop, baby. Then pop, baby.
Your body pop me, baby.
Cause you know that it ain't no question. I'ma take away your stressing. I'm tryna hit all of your spots till you go trip and go drive. But they don't know my name. You never have to ask me no questions. You never have to ask me no questions.
You're listening to Elevations Radio, your station for uplifting lifestyle and wellness talk radio.
Views expressed on shows are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of the station, its management, or other advertisers. Use of these shows and all services provided therein are for personal use only. The Elevations Radio Network holds no responsibility for the validity or accuracy of information on these shows.
Hey fam, welcome to the Let's Be Real show with Greg Bam Reaves here on elevationsradio.com. I am your host, Greg Bam Reaves, along with the beautiful Benita Rahman.
Hey, how are you guys?
I'm okay.
Yes.
I hope you were listening before the show started. Just heard a real nice cut by JP Music World called No Questions. I keep telling you all every week, great music on Elevations Radio. You need to check it out. And it's music you won't hear anywhere else, 24/7.
Yes.
Okay, before I get started, I'm giving a hand to the children of Stone Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida.
Yeah.
They have been very impressive, and they are acting like the adults while the adults in Washington are acting like children. It's unbelievable. And not just them, but students all over the country. The walkout yesterday was a beautiful thing.
Amazing.
And they're tired of it. I mean, we are all tired of it, but they're actually doing something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we're not going to keep sitting in these classrooms getting shot while you all
play golf,
catering to the NRA.
Yeah.
And I think the solutions are so simple. Get rid of that gun. Get rid of that rifle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are like, well, that's not going to, people, if they want to get it, okay, well, let them go the hard route of getting it. There's no way a guy that can't even buy a drink should be able to buy an AR-15.
You know, it is crazy. I'm going to play the devil's advocate on this one because I do watch, and I was watching the news this morning, yesterday, as far as in regards to that. It's like, you know, they say we want to deal with, you know, the gun laws and that of that nature. Mm-hmm. But how do you stop it? If the parents can buy them, how do you really stop it?
Well, it's one step at a time.
Right.
It's no like one law that's going to end it today. Right. But you shouldn't be able to buy an AR-15 that easily.
And that's what I get.
Now
You
guns
should be able to
itself,
walk. Yeah,
right?
you should not
Guns
be able
itself.
to-
If he went in there with a 9mm, he
That's
might
one
not have been
thing.
able to kill 17 people.
Right. I do agree with. How do you get those type of guns?
Yeah,
Right. Correct.
There's no use for assault rifles in the civilian community. I mean, when people talk about the Second Amendment rights, they're talking about they like to hunt this, that, and the other. AR-15s are not made to hunt animals. They are made to hunt people and kill people.
And that's
they
right.
should not be able to be purchased so easily.
And that's why I say I was playing the devil advocate because that's why I say I'm not against you purchasing guns, but why are you able to purchase those type of
Right.
guns? That's my thing.
That
I'm not
and,
against guns.
and stronger background checks.
Right.
I didn't even realize this. President Obama actually had a law in the books that was stronger background checks, and this dude in office rescinded it
Okay.
because they would have probably saw this guy
Right.
because it had to do with mental health.
Right.
So, but I really applaud those kids.
I do. I applaud them for taking them, just being, just courageous and allowing their voices to be heard.
Yeah.
Because like, I saw something on the news saying, like, how can, these quote unquote kids get together and rally? And I'm like, we can get together to rally for other things.
You know what?
We minimize the minds and the intellect of youth today.
I'm gonna tell you this. If anybody remembers when they were a teenager, it's easy to put stuff together
Yeah,
for
you
teenagers.
could, right.
Now, us adults, we the ones that had a problem.
Yeah, the problem's right, but I said, no. And so many people, is they supported that and helped these children, these kids get to, this area. So it's like, no, I definitely, I applaud them. I applaud
definitely.
them.
And I saw in the news on my way here, before I was coming here, 2 deputies got suspended, and the sheriff said, I guess they got video. One of the deputies got there, got in position, and never went in.
Wow.
And I'm like, are you serious?
No.
Now, that tells me 2 things. 1, he probably shouldn't be a deputy.
Number one. Yeah.
2, if he was scared, which I'm assuming he was scared,
Right.
if he was scared, why are you talking about giving guns to teachers? This dude is trained in law enforcement,
Right. I agree.
and he was scared,
Right.
but you want to train teacher. Let me tell you this right now. I'm going to be totally honest with you because this is, let's be real. Teachers have a hard enough job to begin with. If I was a teacher
I want to ask
and
a
you
question.
gave me a gun, somebody's child going to get shot in the foot. Because some of these kids are so disrespectful to these teachers. And teachers have issues. I mean, they're human beings, and it's a hard job. And you get a wrong teacher a pistol, and
that's what's going to be my next segue. How do you feel about teachers having guns? in
I
school?
don't like it at all.
And it shouldn't come to that.
I don't think you solve the gun problem with
by
more
having
guns.
Right.
If that's the case, give us all some.
Right. I don't. And I've had teachers, I'm watching on social media when they're saying, yes, I do have a gun, but I shouldn't have to want to bring my gun to school.
Teachers want to teach.
That's what they signed up for. That's not what they signed up for.
They don't want to be cops, too.
Right. They want to just educate.
That's it.
So I agree with that. Okay.
So, yeah, that I think that the giving teacher gun thing is dumb.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. The Black Panther. Yeah, some more applause. Now, I'm not going to talk about the story itself because I know a lot of people still haven't seen it. And
Shame on you.
I don't want to be the spoiler alert. Well, all the theaters are selling out, so some people just couldn't.
To some extent, we have to discuss it because at this point,
Not the actual story.
The
we can't,
story.
but I do want to talk about Black Panther, the impact, some of the hate that it's received.
do you want to talk about that now?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, because later on we actually get into the story itself.
Okay, great. Okay, good.
Let me hit on the hate first.
Okay.
I agree. If we can get together and support this movie, yes, we should be able to go to the polls. But it's not like we never did. We did have President Obama for 8 years, so we did go to the polls. We do got to go more. We got to go this year for sure, definitely. But can we enjoy one thing without putting the other thing in it?
Can I ask you this? And this is what I've been noticing with some of my friends and followers. People are saying they saw certain hate. I'm so thankful that I have quote unquote followers that I didn't see hate.
Yeah.
The most I saw, and I don't call this hate, it's just people with their opinions, is that they were saying, they were joking around about the people, the outfits and whatever. And I'm like, okay, but as far as hate, like I had a female friend who told me that she literally deactivated her Facebook page because of just the negativity she saw.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? That's sad because that says a lot about your quote unquote followers.
Yeah.
I didn't see the hate.
Phone lines are open at 440-252-0518. 440-252-0518. I even seen somebody say, why did they choose the name Wakanda when it's like a city in Wisconsin or some crap? I can't remember where. He said it has nothing to do with Africa. I'm like, come on, man. This is a Marvel comic.
You know what?
Ask Marvel why they picked Wakanda. Because the people who made the movie did not make that name up. Marvel comic did.
And that's where I say the difference between hate and ignorance.
Yeah.
Because there is a difference. If anything, I saw ignorance. I didn't see hate. I saw ignorance.
I think the reason I use the word hate is because there are certain people that no matter what it is, have a negative view on it.
And that's
kind of reflection on them.
And that's them. And that's why I don't even clarify that as hate. It's either ignorance or just ignorance.
But to me, it's
ignorance.
It's like
because you can't hate what you don't know.
But it's like it's a form of self-hate.
Then that's true.
Like you would never say it. But you hate yourself so much you project it onto anything black.
I agree
no
with that.
No matter what's positive, you got to find the one negative.
Right. And that's when I say it's just like lack of knowledge. And unfortunately, we turn lack of knowledge into hate because you don't know any better.
Right.
So you choose to hate on it because you just don't know any better.
What? You were right because hate really is ignorant.
It's just ignorant. And that's what
racism is.
It's like you just don't know any better, so you just choose to hate because you don't know. And that's why
I loved it. One thing I really loved was seeing the pictures and the videos of people that dressed up. Because, you always see the not the Trekkies.
It's like the Harry Potters. I look at them.
The Star Wars
They
people.
chose to dress up.
Yeah. And so now here we are with our dashikis.
Now we get a chance.
Yeah. And it was fun. People were coming out playing bongos and all this. I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
And I can honestly say as a woman, as in the film, and because I made sure I saw the film. I just saw it yesterday.
So you about to spoiler alert coming.
I'm not, but I promise you, I can't tell. But even if you tell the film, and this is what I said with my father, is that everybody's going to still walk away with their own experience.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No matter what I say, you will have your own experience because you know who you are. As a woman, I just appreciate the power of the woman in this film.
Yeah, definitely.
We displayed something that was amazing. So spiritually and just as a woman, that's what I chose to take away from it.
I made a joke on Facebook. I said, now that everybody's seen Black Panther, it's time to boycott Black Panther because there's not enough light-skinned people in it. Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Let me tell you,
it was
I didn't
a joke,
even think
people.
about that. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
It was all those beautiful chocolate people in it.
It was a joke, people.
Wow. I never thought about that.
I was joking.
But again, but if you stop and think, let me tell you, I look at, I was telling my dad that even the views when they had the little challenge in the water and you saw the people on different levels. I'm trying to think, did you see people? But you saw people of all beautiful colors.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
You saw all of us.
It was shot well. The costumes were great. Everything
you saw
about
all
it.
Of us.
The lightest people were Michael B. Jordan and Angela Bassett. And so what? Who cares?
But my thing is, this is where we need to step away from and just celebrate us. Because that's the problem. We've been so caught up in the different array of melanin. Let's just celebrate all of us.
I really thought it was funny.
Yeah. I didn't hear anybody say that.
I said after, because we've all seen it, now let's boycott it. It wasn't funny to some people.
I didn't hear any of that.
So...
I'm going to send out to anybody. Please go see it.
I'm telling you right now,
please.
If you don't see it by this weekend, too bad, because we're going to talk about it next Thursday.
Yeah, and I say go see it, and then for myself, I can't wait. I'm going to go see it again this weekend because there's so many messages in this movie, and I like how they quietly and sometimes not so quietly. And because I won't say it and I'll wait till the
Right,
next
right.
week to say it, but it's so many messages.
Yeah.
Some are quiet and some are not quiet at all. And for myself, and I say this, I was raised Muslim, so I wasn't raised in a biblical sense. And I had to have someone else, my dad,
Interpret
interpret certain
yeah.
things for me, but I still saw things because I'm pretty smart, but but no, I tell anyone, please go see this movie because people say, oh, is it worth it, the hype? And it's not about the hype. It's just kind of, my word, dope to see so many of us in a position of showing us, and especially I say this from someone who has visited Africa twice. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Please
and I'll be
support it.
honest. I'm honest enough to say, the story itself isn't the greatest story in the world, but it's a Marvel comic. That's what it was supposed to be. But whoa, the way it was done, I'll use your word. It was dope.
I enjoyed it.
It was.
And I'm not even like a superhero type of girl watching
Yeah.
movies, but hey, it's nice seeing some women in some superhero roles.
And then they had a scene in South Korea, which I consider my second home, because I was stationed over there.
Now, let me tell you, I do want to go to Korea.
I loved it. I
want to go
it.
to Japan.
I don't know what it is like
and
now.
I tell anybody, it's a scene in the South Korea part when they went through the casino.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say it. Forget it. I'm going to say it. It is a scene with one of the women, and she was walking around in the wig.
I'll tell you.
No, I'm sorry. And I just thought that was so dope when she's like, I can't wait to get this off my head. This is just stupid. And I just thought that was dope. It's like, women, let's embrace what God has given us naturally. Embrace us, women. We got some beauty. So
so moving forward a little bit. Now, this movie, big ups to Ryan Coogler, 31 years old, who directed Fruitvale Station. He also directed film. Creed.
Excellent film.
And now Black Panther. He's doing it at 31.
Yeah.
And amazing. It was all black cast, black costume designers, pretty much
us.
Black everything.
Yeah.
So, which brings me to this. Why don't more blacks support black businesses?
Can I touch on that?
Yes, please do.
You know what? This is what's passionate to me because I am a business. I have ventured off into my own business. I have left all the world of working for others. And when I tell you this is I'm so passionate about this. I'm a massage therapist, and I work presently work for a black business. And I say sometimes we are our own worst enemy in that. And it's that because people are waiting for us to mess up and drop the ball. And so, yes, we have to stand up and we have to step above and we have to do a little more. And I have no problem doing that. But a lot of times we get too comfortable with our own. And honestly, I never get comfortable with my own. I do more for my own than I do for others. Though, I'm not going to lie, I feel like when I have a Caucasian client come in, I feel the need to have to represent myself even more because they're looking for that opportunity to say, I knew it. But it's like we get too comfortable with our own and then we're always looking for is sharing commonality, common goals, common interests.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, because we all like are turned on by something different. Like, oh, you into that? I never knew about that.
Right.
We turned on, but at the end of the day, that's only gonna last for so long.
Exactly.
So what's gonna keep us together is what you and I share.
My answer is basically the same, but I think more of kindred spirits. Like,
my turn, yes.
I am street and not street, depending on the mood I'm in.
I always say we have both.
And always like, I'm attracted to women that are both too.
Me too.
We can,
I love that balance.
we can go to JC concert and then turn around and go to a play.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I like that. And I don't need you to agree with everything I say.
I don't even want you to.
I can't grow.
It's boring.
If you don't challenge me, don't say yeah to everything, because I'm wrong sometimes.
And that's the thing. We want to be challenged. I want to learn something. I mean, to me, I like to evolve, and you don't evolve about someone who's just like you. So that's why I say anything that's like opposite of us is intriguing.
You see, I guess the word opposite bothers me a little bit, because when I think opposite of me, I don't know. I don't know what a person different. Yeah, opposite. No.
I guess when you said opposite,
I'm a communicator. I don't want anybody that's not one.
When you said opposite, I look at this somebody who's just different. There's somebody just intrigues me. Like, wow, I never thought of things that way. You're intriguing to me.
And I look at opposite differently. Like, you are really, literally opposite of me. I like to talk. You don't. I like to dance. You don't.
And that's why I say
Stuff
opposites attract us, but similarities keep us together.
Right.
Because I saw something in you that was like, wow, he or she intrigues me. But at the same time, I see something that like we connect in that kindred spirit.
Right.
Because I'm like you as yourself. I look for my kindred spirit. And my kindred spirit is someone who could teach me something. That's the quote unquote opposite. But you have something in us that we share too. But I want also for you to, I want to learn something for you.
Right.
So that's what opposite is for me. I get to learn something from you.
Okay.
But the kindred spirit is that we connect.
Well, we got to take a quick break.
Yes.
We're going to listen to some really good music. And we'll be back on the other half with some more of this relationship show. See ya.
Thanks. You know this.
Hi, this is Shanice from Atlanta, Georgia, and I love listening to Elevations Radio.
Look at what you do to me. Led by your promiscuity, but what's a booby trap without nudity? How can anybody be so malice? Watching our love turn to ashes. You think that I wore my heart on my sleeve for? Used to rip it out like an Aztec. Look, she came, she saw, she conquered. Conjure my spirit as I lay unconscious. We would get lost making love in the cosmos, but I can never find myself back from this. And I ain't one to fool often, but when I do it's like autumn. If love kills, then I'm a ghost. That's what I saw in the post-mortem. Hey, look at what you do, look at what you do to me. Yeah, look at what you do, look at what you do to me. Led by your promiscuity, your body language speaks fluently. I know when you ain't being true to me, but I'ma leave this up to the jury. The definition of malicious intent, was it delicious or was it exempt? Her name was
I can't say, I can't say, I can't say, I can't say. Her name was, her name was, I can't say, I can't say, I should say.
Oh, hey, we're back. That was Ballad. Her Name Was. I like that song too. It's some really great music here. Before we get back into the relationship thing, by the way, phone lines are open, 440-252-0518. It was something I forgot to do last week because this is still Black History Month. A lot of times we're hyped at the beginning of the month, and by this time we forget that it's still Black History Month. And I just want to read off a couple names that we should all remember. Terrence Crutcher, Philando Castile, Samuel Du Bois, Sandra Bland, Freddie Gray, Akale Gurley, Laquan McDonald, Keith Lamont Scott, Paul O'Neill, Alton B. Sterling, Kristen Taylor, Tamir Rice, Michael Brown, Eric Garner. I had to do that because I don't ever want them to be forgotten. There's plenty more. We don't have enough time in this show. And we're talking about relationships. I don't want to get upset. But I had to give props to my people for Black History Month.
If I can even go, I want to answer the one gentleman who posed a question. Is this okay?
Yeah. I was going to do that too.
All right. He said, your question was, why do so many relationships differ from our parents' relationships when we fall from the same tree, yet we're different fruit? My answer to that is we're in different times, and I discussed that a lot with my parents. And it is that why do so many relationships? First of all, it's not the same. I grew up in where it was a time where it was more, this is my experience, more two-parent households. And even if it wasn't two-parent households, you had parents in a household. May it be grandmother, dad, grandfather. It was more, we had more prayer in the households. And I'm not considered a religious person, but I'm very a spiritual person. But we had that. We had more prayer in schools. We had more parents trying to be parents versus being friends. I was just discussing that before coming in here. It's too many parents just trying to be cool due to social media and other factors that causes distraction. My parents could care less about being cool with us. I didn't like my parents growing up. And today I'm okay with that because I love them and I appreciate them. So I say that's why, yes, we came from the same tree. But to me, in my opinion, what differs is that we're trying to be too cool with our kids. And it's like, and I don't use the term kids, the children, but we're trying to be too cool with them versus being parents. And I'm not a parent, though I do help and assist in parenting. Mm-hmm. So that's my answer to that.
Well, I have to add a little bit myself.
As you being a parent, please do.
Yeah, but he's talking about relationships. And why, he said, he's talking about we're coming from the same tree, but we're different fruit, which is totally right because the generation before me was strong. We're weak and selfish.
I believe, yes.
They were all about family. When they committed to a relationship, they committed to it. And like in my street where I grew up, every father, except for mine, every father stayed until that last kid was gone. Even if the love had left the marriage, whatever, he still went out, worked every day, paid the bills, took care of home, raised their kids. And then some of them, after the last child was grown, some of them left because, you know, he did his job, in his opinion. But we're not willing to do that. We live in a microwave society where everything got to be instant or you throw it away. We don't even value relationships now the way the generations before us did. Everything was kind of handed to us in a way. We didn't have to struggle through civil rights and the the right to vote and go to different schools. We didn't have to. It was there for us. So we don't even know what it's like to struggle. We think not having certain cereal for breakfast is a struggle. You know, we that's how we raise. So then we in turn want to make it better for our children, so-called better, and they're even more selfish than we were. And it's just, we're just getting more and more diluted, and so our relationships suffer.
And that's why
I've never got into a relationship where marriage wasn't the goal.
But that's not promoted. I don't feel like it's promoted today, and that's what
it's not.
You know, and that's why I agree with you. To me, regardless of decisions, but the bad decisions I've made, regardless of, because I grew up in that environment, relationship is still the goal. Family is, and that relationship to me is in turn is family. To me, we weren't successful without family, and that to me is being lost, but it's not being promoted. I look at
not at all.
I mean, social media has taken over, and I look at, you know, when I say social media, may it be internet, all of that, this TV, it's taken over, and we've lost it. So
I was about to say, even mainstream media
is
we haven't had a black family since the Cosbys until recently with Blackish.
And I got to say that
it was a couple of shows in between that got canceled after one season.
I got to promote one show that I'm going to shout out is This Is Us.
Yeah.
And it's a show that my family and I are watching. And I said it because, you know, and we grew up on the Cosby Show in a different world. Thursday nights was family night for us. We ate dinner and we sat down and watched it. This Is Us to me is because it's a show of reality. Right. Because it's a blue-collar family that's trying to make it work. So to me, it shows black family and white family, but an intermingled family as well.
Right, yeah.
So that's why I say we do have that. But once again, we don't have but then I have to go one step further is that, you know, we don't have... Moms are out here trying to do the jobs of 2 and 3 people. And it's because we have these single-parent homes that we don't have the parents in the homes to help assist in being partners. There's no partnership anymore.
Because children aren't the priority anymore.
Right.
When our parents, we were their priority.
Yes.
No matter what was going on between them, we were
still
the priority.
Kids
aren't the priority anymore. I'm dropping her off at grandma's so I can go to the club.
Right. And that's why I say parents are too
I'm
much.
paying child support. I ain't got to go see that kid.
You trying to hang out with the, you know, it's not the priority. So that's where I feel like the ball has dropped.
And back to the TV thing. I mean, the biggest shows are Empire and Power. Yeah, they're black families that are together, but they're a mess.
Yeah. And that's not.
And I'm not hating on the shows. I like
either.
the shows. Yeah,
but it's not reality.
No, it's not. Not even close.
It's not reality. It's not.
Which is another reason why Black Panther is so beautiful.
Man, it's so because every message that they show to me, what I took away from the film is how I grew up. It starts in the home.
Yeah,
it starts in the home. So that's one thing. But it starts in the home, and it starts with self-love.
Yeah,
self-love in the home. So yeah.
Phone lines are open 440-252-0518. 440-252-0518. Now, I got a question. I want to go back a couple weeks ago when I asked you a question. If your significant other cheated on you with somebody that you considered ugly, would it make a difference? And you say yes. They should cheat up.
Sorry.
So, how important is the physical in a relationship for you personally?
Okay.
I don't want you speaking for nobody else. Just
no,
you.
Surely I will. To say it's not important, I'll be lying to you.
Right.
It is very important because initially when we meet someone, it's a physical attraction. And then for me, I go straight into intellect conversation because at the end of the day, that is what ultimately turns me on.
Right.
So yeah, I am just as visual. I just had this conversation today too. We always say that men are more visual. And I'm like, today... it's becoming equal because we've seen a lot of women starting to take care of themselves. Whereas before, I feel like they didn't have the opportunity to do it because they were stay-at-home moms. So now women are taking care of themselves. So when I say ugly, it's everybody wants some eye candy.
Right.
Everybody want to come home like, that's what's
and
up.
please, people understand. I use the word ugly trying to be funny. I never call people ugly.
Yeah, me either.
If anything, unattractive. But I'm never going to use the word ugly
because
it's radio. And I'm trying to be funny. Okay.
Yeah, and my thing is, and it's okay because I'm okay to say, hey, you ain't cute.
Right.
I mean, I'm okay with admitting you ain't cute to me.
Right.
Not to somebody else. That's why they say beauty is,
and about how to beholder. Yeah.
You ain't cute to me, and I may not be cute to you too.
Right.
I don't take offense to that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to apologize for saying I'm not into you.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that, we all want to come home and be like, that's what's up. I'm like, yes.
I've been asked the question a lot, like, what's my type? And I tell people, I don't have it because everybody think I got to. No, I don't. If you look at all my exes, none of them have any similarities.
I do have a type.
Now it might be two that are the same complexion, but I've had dark skin, brown skin, caramel, high yellow, butterscotch.
You just said something I felt was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we always say what our type is has to be with the aesthetics, what we see on the outside?
Right.
Because sometimes our type is something spiritual, intellectual.
Right. But this is the question they asked me.
Oh,
like, what's your type as far as
physical? Okay.
And that's why I answered it that way. Yeah, because
I do have a physical type.
I think I see their soul before I see their face. If that makes any sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense because I have a physical type, but 9.9 times out of 10, I usually don't end up with that, and I'm okay with that because what we see is our type. But then it's crazy. You see somebody out, I'm like, damn, that's my type. But versus, let's say you meet somebody on a job, I'm like, God, he's not even my type, but I got to know him.
Yeah.
Because you spend so much time with each other that you went far.
See, now you're getting to why I asked you this question.
Yes.
Because when you enter into acquaintance, friendship, whatever you want to call it, and you're not physically like automatically attracted to the person, but y'all just talk and get to know each other, communicate.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm digging you.
She's really
I'm like digging you.
And then that person even starts to look cuter to you, even though that's not your type.
But I will say this: when they start pissing you off. They become real ugly real quick.
I should have never messed with you in the first place.
I wasn't into you anyway. You
ugly
wasn't
son
even my
of a
type.
gun.
That's the first thing we say. You weren't even my type.
Right.
But no, you're right though.
And why we always got to go mean?
Because
no, I'm kidding. I know.
But no, but that's real.
You get emotional and get upset and things come out your mouth that But yeah, I think I'll be totally honest. I am definitely superficial. I am.
I don't think it's wrong with having a type. I mean, it's just
no, but I'm saying I don't have a type. It's just I like women that I find attractive.
Right, but I don't think it's wrong for saying there's certain things I look for in a person. But my thing is, I'm also willing to step outside of that. Yeah, that's what I tell you. But there's certain things I do look for. And I haven't
been.
What?
They're willing to step outside of it.
Now, that's what I will say for me. I do step outside.
I know I've passed up some great women because they didn't fit my physical criteria.
And for myself, if you didn't, because you didn't offer me communication, like for me, it's like conversation. That's where you're going to win me over. If you don't fit the physical type, communication goes a long way.
And what's really crazy about that, and I would hope that I'm better, that I'm older now. Like my big thing is eyes and lips. I love big eyes and big lips. That's one of my weaknesses. And I'll meet somebody like that, and wow, and at first she's really cool, and then like her attitude is stank, and
that's me. What makes you ugly.
And I'll make excuses like, we're gonna go on one more date. Next thing you know, we're together 6 months, and I'm miserable.
See, this is where I have an issue with. It's like, why don't you say that from day one? Because maybe she may change your attitude, because maybe that attitude came from previous experiences.
Oh, yeah.
And you can be that one to help change
But I just, sometimes people just don't want to hear. Communication has to be, I listen, you listen. I talk, you talk. It can't be, you just talking, I listen, and that's it. Like, you don't want to hear nothing I got to say.
Are you willing to receive? Yeah, you got to be open to receive.
Yeah, you got to be.
I agree.
I think anybody that I can communicate with, we got to start.
Yeah.
Anything can happen from there. But if you're closed-minded, closed-eared, and...
you won't go anywhere. No. I agree.
So, I kind of, I jokingly say, why am I talking about relationships? I'm so bad at them. But I'm talking about them because Greg Popovich never played basketball. He's one of the greatest basketball coaches ever. Bill Belichick never played football, one of the greatest football coaches ever. So I've had failed relationships, but I'm a romantic and I know relationships, so I'm talking about it. So there. Whoever that was that said that to me.
You know, I have to, this is a comment, one of our, someone who's commenting, saying, when they don't set your expectations, do you try to change them?
Yeah.
That is, I thank you for posting that.
Yeah.
Even though I wish you would call in, honestly.
Right.
You who are posting, I'm going to say I wish you would call in because you are posting some excellent questions. And that's, I think, is a downfall that will set you up for failure every day because I've been there.
Yeah.
Trying to change someone. And that's all, that sounds great because if a person's not looking into, they don't see anything wrong with them, that is a setup for failure.
I used to think that women did that more than men, but no.
You don't? I think, because I do think we do it more than men.
Men do just, say for instance, you're attracted to a woman who's dressed in real tight clothes, got a nice body and all that. Once you get her, where do you think you're going? Well, hold it. Dude, that's what you were attracted to in the first place. Now you want her to start dressing more conservatively because you got her? I'm not down with that. I think her respect for me is going to dictate how she dresses or whatever. But I'm not going to try to get you to change from the person that I was attracted to in the first place.
And I do agree with that. The only comment I have in regards to that is that being a woman, sometimes we do that because we think that's what it takes to attract a man.
Right.
Because and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It may say, you know what, that is, that's sexy, but as now as your man.
Right.
And I say this as your man, not just as your friend or benefits. Now as your man, maybe we want to change the look. It's how you say it.
Right, but see, that's what I'm saying. I think she would do that automatically once our relationship grows. You know what I'm saying?
And also she sees the importance, because some people, they don't know any better. Some people, that's all they know is that this is what you're supposed to do to get a man. And sometimes it takes that outside person, an outside person may be you, to say, you don't have to do that anymore. Right. You don't. Yeah. So it's not what you think. But
if I notice that's just her style, then that, like every time I see her. Yeah. But I remember, I hate to do this, but I got to, because let's be real. When I was younger, and we used to go to Vale's red carpet. I love Vale's. I ain't talking about Vale's in the Circle. I hated that place. Vale's red carpet. That was before the Circle. That was the real player. Anyway, so I would.
I didn't think I was that young.
Right. I would meet a young lady there that's dressed real nice, and she might be from Longwood or somewhere. So what? But she's used every dollar she had on that outfit. Yeah. So now either she gonna wear that same outfit again, or every Saturday. Or if we do develop and I go over her house or whatever, it's all trash.
And that's why I say, let me tell you.
That was the best way to say it.
No, that's real. But my thing is, and that's when I say a man who's his interest, it's his intentions. If your intentions are to be with that woman, then it's okay to say, hey, that is what attracted me. But if you want to keep me, you don't have to continue to do that. Right. You got me already.
But that's over time.
Right, over time.
I'm talking about when you first meet, let's say the third time you've seen each other.
It's a way to break that in. And even then, it's a way to still continue. You could break that in. I'm telling you, it's more women out there that's looking to change, but we get caught up in what we think y'all want. Right. We get caught up in that. And if you come with the right words, but with the right intentions, you'd be surprised who would change.
I'm going to say this. I've always said, women don't dress for men. They dress to impress other women. They ain't thinking about us, because they know when you go to the gas station in a sweatsuit, we're going to try to holler at you.
Right, but
rollers in your hair.
I agree with that.
Shower cap on. We don't care.
And that's sad, because as a woman, I'll be honest, I'm not dressing for another woman. I'm not. Right. And my thing is, and that's when you have to get to a point of realizing your competition is not her. Right. Because she just as screwed up as you. Yeah. She's not. That's not your competition.
Chris Rock.
Yes.
I think I mentioned this last week. I was watching Netflix.
Did you
Monique.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
I heard it's good. Is it?
It is. It's pretty good. But he talked about how Women, dogs, and children were the only things that were loved unconditionally. But men are loved with conditions. Like, for instance, I'm talking to my boys. I said, yeah, man, I got this new woman. And the first thing they ask is, what she look like? Mm-hmm. Women, girl, I got this new man. First question is, what'd he do?
That's because our daddies always say, well, what'd he do? What kind of job he got? Because that's what, for those of us who have that male figure, what's his job? They don't care. That's the first thing they want to know. What does he do?
Well, yeah, I get that from a father.
That is true.
Because you want your daughter to be provided for the way you did and all that. But
that is so true.
I've never had a dude ask me what she do.
That is so true. Because your job is because y'all are supposed to provide.
Not anymore. I mean, I'm still old school. I feel that way, but it's different now.
Yeah. And that's how I think too.
Many of y'all make more money than us, so
a lot of women are today.
Yeah.
They are.
So I thought it was funny. I was laughing when he first said it. Then I started thinking, like, wait a minute, that ain't funny. Mm-hmm. That's real.
That is real. That is so real.
Yeah, because he was talking about getting divorced and how it was his fault and all that. But I think I went over that last week. Mm-hmm. Phone lines open 440-252-0518, 440-252-0518. I want to hear you. What you think about this relationship thing?
Please let us know.
Are you a relationship person or not? Are you a relationship person?
Man, I am so a relationship person. And if I can ask, please, people, call in because this is a subject that I'm passionate about. Yes, I am, because I think love is like amazingly dope. And that's my word. No, I do. Love is like cool. And it's like, I look forward to marriage and marrying my best friend and us hanging out and like doing some amazingly dope things. Love is great.
I want to be a relationship person. I'm just not.
You're not?
I'm not good at it.
Okay,
I try.
Okay, it's two things. To say I'm not good at it and to say I'm not is two different things.
Well,
I believe that you're a relationship person.
I used
believe
to
you want to be better at it.
I'm not ever trying it again.
I don't believe
and
it.
I mean that.
I don't. Okay.
Yep.
I'm
saying it on air in front of the whole world.
And I'm going to say...
I'm done.
I may not have known him long enough, but I'm a good Pisces. We have a great sixth sense. And I posted that. But with that being said, I don't believe that. I don't. Yeah. Because I believe when people say that they're trying to convince themselves versus others.
Most people don't believe that.
No, because by nature, that's where we were intended. We were intended to be with each other. And so when when we say that, it's sad that we've been scarred that much to me, those are people that have given up on it.
No, I haven't really been scarred.
Then how do you not be who you say you used to be?
Because I'm older and tired. I don't believe it. I don't feel like putting in the work. So there's parts of me that are not going to change. And I'm lazy. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like getting to know somebody new again.
So you prefer to be by yourself?
Yep. At this stage, right now, today? Yeah. Yeah. I got to call her? Oh. I want to say, don't call on that note.
I'm going to say, I still don't believe him. But
we'll see.
You want to leave
we'll see.
Point?
Yeah. This was actually a Sweetest Day poem. So I'm going to leave out the last line and say Happy Sweetest Day.
Happy Love Day.
Your love soothes me and moved me to pursue thee. I will renounce my throne for a moment alone to make your heart my home. I pick flowers for hours to make love showers. I take my time to try and find what pleases your mind. Your body I caress and never rest until I'm your best. Day and night, I devoted my life to making you my wife.
And this is why I still think he's a relationship person.
I'm just romantic. I'm a poet.
Okay.
So that's how I feed my family.
He'll convince himself.
My books are available on Amazon.com. Life, Love, and Royalty, and A Night with the Roet by Greg Van Reaves. And that's my relationship. My relationship now is with my writing, this radio show.
So he says.
And...
Everybody, I'm not convinced.
And Nia Long.
See,
if Nia Long came along,
see that shows it right there.
I changed my mind, but until that day,
so he's still open. He's still open.
Yeah, I'm open to Nia Long.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe Janet.
Okay,
she is getting divorced, right? The billionaire. I think she left the billionaire. Oh, she's back with Jermaine Dupri. Lord have mercy.
Are you serious?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Looks. Jermaine Dupri must have put it down.
Because that had nothing to do
She
with
left
looks.
a billionaire.
How about she was never with the billionaire? She made a baby with the billionaire.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
That was a business.
That was really
move.
quick. That was a really quick
move.
relationship.
That was a business move.
But yeah, so Janet, yeah, you can get some.
Thank you. I like your comment. Are you looking forward to a lonely life? Yes, thank you. Who wants a lonely
Me?
life?
Yeah, I've been lonely for some years now.
Okay, that doesn't.
I'm used to it.
Please call in next week.
Just because I'm alone don't mean I'm lonely. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you all. Thank you all for joining the show. We'll be back next Thursday with some more interesting conversation. And like I always say, develop your hunger for knowledge and feed it. Pick up a book and read it. Set a goal and see it through. And always, always believe in you. Peace and love, fam.
Peace out.
Just won't be alone. I ain't really with that crew. No, I ain't really with this new. No. Why you talking to me like I'm stupid? I ain't new to this, but I'm true to this. I've been through with this, just won't